Election-related violence seems to be prevalent in parts of the country. It is mostly common in the islands. Reports of buildings and houses burned down into ashes by angry supporters of candidates. What left behind the scene of violence are the victims, especially women, children and old aides that remain vulnerable at large. Karen Simon of Last Passive Village of Nipa Kutubu electorate took a step forward, showing great concern of these victims.
And the mothers that are sleeping in the bush at the moment, the entire village is on fire now. There's no one in the village. They've left and they're in bushes up in the mountains where they have no access to food, no access to communication, there's no access to anything for their livelihood. So it's getting towards the 5th day now. A lot of bloodshed already, a lot of gun wounds, and the incumbent MP is bringing a lot of state-owned issued firearms and bringing in hired gunmen. That's what I heard, and they're running into the community, and I don't know who is the enemy in the community. And it's our democratic right to express our democratic right through the ballot boxes, but that has been hijacked. The process has been hijacked. So what else are we there to prove? If we've hijacked the process, then why are we giving a hard life or hard struggle to our people, especially my mothers and the children and the old people and the entire community? They're now out in the bushes and I cannot communicate with anyone. I tried like 4 days trying to get in touch with any of them, but I'm having issues with telecommunications, so the only best way I can.
She says what saddens her is those elderly, women and children fleeing into the bushes in fear of their lives. She said they have been living in the bushes for almost 5 days with bad weather conditions. Ms. Simon is appealing to the government and the security personnel to intervene and help the vulnerable.
Please, if the appropriate authorities are watching and if they can do anything to provide help and support, we need security personnel on the ground for ceasefire, because people are being hired with high-powered guns to intervene into the small community of 3 clans against the 7 clan and hired gunmen, hired high-powered machineries. What is this? My house just got burned at 3:15 p.m. today. It's an high-covenant house. What crime have I caused in order to lose my house, my family property, the good livelihood community that we never saw violence in our entire life? Why all this violence? It should be a fair and just election where everybody expressed their democratic rights. We should not be voting under fear and gun barrels, and there should not be any violence created under these elections. I don't understand this.
Ms. Simon alleged the violence erupted during the polling when the ballot boxes were hijacked by the incumbent sitting MP Jeffrey Komal's supporters using high-powered arms during the hijack.
4 or 5 days ago, during the polling, boxes were hijacked and the incumbent MP has taken the boxes, signed off for himself, and then created this chaos in the community where mothers and children and the old people are being affected at the moment with the trouble fight that's going on.
Ms. Simon is calling on the sitting MP to consider the suffering the vulnerable people are going through and allow for peace to take place. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News.